Oba Erediauwa, this is Nigerian News Center. Mr. Lucky Ehiguina, I think it's becoming clear who dragged the Oba of Benin to court, because those two NOGs books, one of them have come out, a professor have come out to clarify that his case is against the Majesty. When he means the Majesty, Royal Majesty, he's talking about the Oba of Benin himself, Omanabala Oku Apolopolo. You look as if these days we are seeing effrontery from chiefs to challenge the authority of the Oba, because he has equally said that what he's fighting is injustice. That the reason he joined Obaseki and state government in the suit is because Obaseki was supposed to protect them from that injustice. Do you think the Oba is carrying out injustice against these chiefs?
Actually, they are all the same cabinet, and our Oba is superior than all of them. When you know, when those who are working with Oba know his secret, you believe that the tendency, one thing, other to happen one day. And I told you before that it's not a governor that took Oba to court. They can't do it. They can't do it.
Let us dwell on the substance. Do you think there's injustice against those people by the Oba?
But I didn't know what happened. I cannot say justice or no injustice. I didn't know what happened. I don't know what are they pointing for, but I could remember that.
Okay, let me remind you. There was a video that went viral where they were saying praising the owner of Ife and making owner of Ife to look as if he's superior and senior to the Oba of Benin. And do you think that is justifiable enough for the Oba to suspend them?
Before that, did they take excuse from the Oba that we are going to only to go and start proceeding?
You are going to help us to go to the Oba of Benin Palace to verify that.
That's what I'm telling you as an Edo man now.
But based on the information in the public domain, that they went to the Oni's palace and they paid allegiance to the Oni, is it sufficient for them to be suspended?
Mr. Lucky, was your principal aware? That's a question. In Edo State, I'm from Edo State. If I'm going anywhere, if I'm working under somebody, I should be able to tell him, I am going to this royal to go and tell him something, to give a message.
Okay, let me come this way. If they got the consent of the Oba, I don't think Oba was suspended. But let's assume that the Oba did not give them the mandate to go there. Do you think it's still that going there to pay allegiance to the Oni is sufficient for the Oba to suspend them?
Yes, Oba have that respect for that, to do that, to suspend them, because he didn't know why they went there, didn't know what they went and did there. Because don't forget, there was not a bank Oba make in Lagos. Came to Lagos and said, Benin started Lagos, let me put it that way, as a camp in Lagos State, Lagos Island, not all Lagos. That it generates opera, which the Yoruba frankly argue, they know that is the truth. So for these two people to go to Oni of Ife to go and start proceeding without Oba knowing, so they deserve that suspension. You don't dare our Oba. It's Oba. There is not like kind of where they are throwing punches. You don't try our traditional institute. You don't take no way. Even British that stole our art and this and that, they are returning it. They know they can't stand with it. So how much more those who are working that know the secret, that know the law. You don't break our Benin rule or Edo rule. You don't possible. If you dare that, you be in soup. Now they went to court. Do you think they will? Who's going to judge? See, don't forget, when you fight Oba in court, by inviting the whole Edo in court, and that court can take half of Edo. You know that. So now they will come back and beg about which I told you. They were coming because of election. The opposition were using those people to say is the governor Obaseki. I said no. Obaseki is a royal family. This time around, Obaseki can't do that. People, all this Labour APC are dragging Obaseki. Obaseki is the one who sued Oba. No. Thank God with the vision of Oba, understand the whole everything. Obaseki came out and said, I am not the one. But today, the people behind it are coming out. Very soon, Matthew, come back and interview me. They have come to apologize. But I know this Oba is a man who has traveled everywhere. If not so, those people are supposed to be banished by now.
But those people are laying, they are basing their argument on the position of the law of Edo State that the Oba lack power to suspend them. Don't you think the court have power to decide that the Oba do not have that right or power to do what he have did?
Oba can punish them, not even suspend. They can punish them in that Benin.
Don't you think the court can stop Oba from banishing them?
The court has the power. The court has the power. The court in Benin, you see, don't forget we follow traditional medicine. I don't say we live, even that court you see, the judge, if you don't judge, we cannot even last. We don't believe the court. We believe.
So what will happen to him? So what will happen to him if you don't judge well? You say he will not last.
If we run away. I give you an example. Don't forget when Ehiguina took Oba to court. The governor didn't last. The family didn't last. Even the judge couldn't sit. He knows the constitution. He knows everything that he can't bear it. But let me tell you something. Don't forget, in Benin, they don't fight alone. The ancestor is there to fight for them. So taking to Oba, you want to disgrace our Oba?
Where do the ancestors reside?
They in Benin. They reside everywhere. They in Benin.
You build house for them.
You go to Benin today, you see trees talking. They live talking. Today,
is that not witchcraft?
No, not witchcraft. It's not witchcraft. Because those who build plane, flying, you want to call them, that is witchcraft plane. They build the European people, we call them witchcraft. But we don't witchcraft to kill, at least to amend, to do things. God gave them power.
So Benin is the headquarters of witchcraft in Nigeria.
I'm not saying,
in Africa.
See, Benin is not witchcraft of killing. It's not witchcraft of killing. A witchcraft of at least manufacturing things, good things. That's what I mean. God is there physically. So not witchcraft of destroying one another.
Okay, Mr. Lucky, let me bring you back to the subject of discussion. What happened finally if the court ruled that the Oba have no power to suspend those enoges?
That will be a political court, not Benin's DC. Political, by opposition. That's what I mean. Oba cannot do that. No, the court cannot do that. Oba has right to suspend anybody that is working with him. Like why the government have right. People has right to suspend anybody. You know that? If somebody is working with you now and the person want to betray you, you have the right. The constitution say that. Which constitution will say you don't have right to sack anybody? Employee should not sack anybody. They are just employee. Yeah, you know that. Those cheap are employing to the Oba. You should employ today, you employ them. So if you want to overthrow, at the end, they suspend you. See what happened in Kano, can happen in Edo State. If you have right to come and take that throne, you cannot even sit there. You know what happened in Wari. We have the same tradition. We are from Delta State. You think you just come and sit on that throne? Not possible. The throne will not even allow. The chair will break.
Mr. Ehiguina, Edo State, Lagos. I think this is a good place to let it go. I must say a very big thank you for your time. This is Nigeria News Center.